Okay, so on the first day, as we learned, we talk about um, just introduction to digital finance and fintech, and what is the core component, which is for blockchain and global devices. And on the second day, my colleagues Arif gave a talk on private lending and cryptocurrency and how these new uh, the IT trends and this new technology can change the current financial industry. And then yesterday we talked about some more broad phenomenon in blockchain economy. So and also we talk about there's an initial blockchain which is open to the public, right? And then totally transparent, right? And everyone can join the blockchain network. But there's some pros and cons of initial blockchain concept. So some of business applications and business sector tends to adopt some more modified blockchain network, which is permission blockchain, right? So comparing to just original blockchain, the concept permission blockchain is limited for certain allowed people only, right? And having some more control in certain party, right? And so we saw some business trends that many big company, global, really famous company, IBM or Samsung or Apple, actually using permission blockchain. And blockchain economy. So do you remember what is the core component of business blockchain economy? So any economic, phenomenon that utilize incentive scheme based on certain cryptocurrency or certain, a POW, proof of work, it can be blockchain economy. Right? So there's a certain economy there. So let's say if we talk about just traditional Web 2.0 economy platform, Uber or Deliveroo, right? And in traditional web platform or IS platform, they don't have any incentive scheme. So they're just matching demand side and supply side, right? So platform making some money from fee from both parties. But blockchain economy try to utilize some incentive. So incentive, it can be represented by certain coin, Bitcoin or Ethereum, or any different coin, various coin. And this coin can make utility of the service is stable over time. So certain platform you may heard about um, I'm not sure. So most of you guys from other country, but when I was really the teenagers, I used to use a Cyword. Cyword is a really early version of social network service in Korea. And then at that time, I remember more than half of other, I mean, over South Korea people are using Cyword, that platform. So only it is more older story than the Facebook, I think. But at that time, the platform was the top trend, and now it's been a long history, right? So the platform, its value, and then utility can be changed over time, right? So we don't know. Well, I also think that like you, the young people at currently, really, this is my guess, but anyway, the Facebook was really famous, really popular in young people back in the day, about 5 or 6 years. But now, I heard that many young people don't use a Facebook anymore, right? Something like that. So utility function of platform can be changed, but blockchain economy arguing try to make some stable utility. So for example, if certain utility of the certain platform is declining, for example, like Facebook at the moment or other platform, and by utilizing incentive by using token, and then it can change some utility overall, the value of the services. So of course, it cannot be successful or failed, but in general, we talk about blockchain economy is trying to make some stable utility of the service. So like that, as we discussed, let me open yesterday lecture. So this is what I'm saying, right? The traditional the platform or business, their application utility can have some S-curve, or S-curve means that at the early stage of service, their utility has some lower level, and then it can have some really increasement, phase exponentially, and then at a certain time, its utility can be, steady, right? The current economy can generate some really stable, so like a dash line here, really stable utility of application. For example, so let's say we don't know the inception of new platform, okay? So application utility is really low, right? And then it is not famous at the moment. But for the early stage of user, for example, only in certain platforms, there's only few hundred people starting to use that platform. And for those initial user, early stage of user, by using token, the platform can provide really great level of financial utility, right? So it means that for early stage of user, even the service utility is low, but they are getting some financial utility, right? Like token or any types of token. And as the history and then the utility of the platform is emerging, and of course the token its utility is also decreased, right? So it can generate some really stable application utility by summing financial utility from the token and just general application utility over time, right? So by summing this net effect, we can see that this is just conceptual, right? So in the actual business application, no one guarantees if this token network effect can be successful. But at the moment, as far as I know, this is somewhat early concept, right? And it can be some possible solution for minimizing some other disadvantage of traditional platform business. That is the key argument. Okay, let me open today's lecture slide. So, before the lecture, so we talk about permission blockchains or private blockchain with the same terminology, and blockchain economy. And today, let's talk about digital asset exchange and non-fungible token, NFT. So as you can see, digital asset exchange, that is some platform to enable many people to exchange digital asset, right? So simply speaking, you can think about cryptocurrency platform, the exchange platform, right? So in US, Coinbase is the largest players, and in Korea, the Upbit and Bitsum and CoinOne, and in China, the Binance, I think. So, but the coin or cryptocurrency is the same terminology. But anyway, coin is one kind of digital asset, right? So digital asset is more broader the concept. So at the first, let's try to understand what is the definition or what is the scope of the digital asset, and depending on the types of digital asset, we can talk about some different types of digital assets, which is central bank digital currency, in short, CBDC, or stable coin. You may heard about Luna and then Terra, right? So from really recently, really big failed, stable coin, and central finance. So it is all about different types of digital asset. And the today topic is not related. It's not related to. Anyway, it's actually related to our previous topic as well. So our digital asset or even NFT, I will talk about it. These new phenomenon is also utilizing blockchain. So our blockchain economy, but we just specify some very interesting and important blockchain economy today. And NFT, you may heard about NFT, right? So non-fungible token. So I will talk about it more, but and this is another types of digital asset, right? All right. So let me open to the next slide.